Hi, my name is Jackie Murray with Ask a Tech Teacher, and I'm your guide through these 32 lessons of the Structured Learning Technology curriculum. We're in kindergarten for this stream, and we're on lesson 11, graphic organizers and reading. A great topic for kindergartners. They are so visual at that age, and they haven't quite conquered reading and writing yet. So graphic organizers are just a wonderful tool for them to use to communicate their ideas. So here's some vocabulary. Do help them understand what graphic organizers are. Break it down for them. Visual organizers, same idea. And compare and contrast, because we're going to start talking about those concepts. Comparing, contrasting, why use a certain graphic organizer over another, and just you want them thinking about that sort of decision-making process. So when they get older and they have choices, they are more adept at comparing and contrasting their choices. So these are new to them. Graphic organizers, we're going to get into brainstorming and mind mapping in this one to organize their thoughts and ideas for their graphic organizer and about their reading. So these are pretty new to kindergartners. Okay, essential question, how can I compare and contrast a setting, characters, major events in a story? And we're going to do that. So they will see a couple ways, and it may or may not work for them, but as you go through this curriculum and through your teaching, they're going to see lots more ways of doing it. So they'll have options, and they'll be able to pick the one that works for them. Big ideas, characters have stories, characters, settings, major events that are similar and different. And therein lies compare and contrast. Here are options for how you can assess them. There are some completed work you could assess them on, or you can just assess them on their effort and their progress. Okay, have generic images available for character, setting, and plot, because you're going to need them for one of these projects, this part here, maybe even this one. So just have them available so you don't have to be searching for them as you're showing students how to use this. And then talk with the grade level team to make sure that what you're talking about, the book you're using, the concept you're comparing and contrasting, fits in with what the team is teaching at that time. So have ideas, be prepared so you don't have to stop and pause too much. If you can get parent helpers, this is a good lesson to have them, because students are going to be trying to create these visual organizers. And if there's a parent there to just help them think, okay, remember what characters are, who were the characters in this book, and then remind them how they write in these squares, that sort of thing. It would be very helpful. Okay, so open the internet, and as you always do, remind them how to be a good digital citizen when you're using it. Have online stories available. Here's two collections, one for the browser and one for the iPad that you can use. And or if you have your own story you're reading, have that available so they can get into it quickly. You'll want the class in groups for this, because they're not going to work individually. They'll work in small groups and work together on filling out these graphic organizers. So you have two ideas here. You can do the graphic organizer part of the lesson plan, or you can go down and do the brainstorming, or you can do both if you have time, because they're both very valuable tools for students to know. But we divide them up just in case you don't have time. So here you go. Every year, students from kindergarten through middle school using this structured learning technology curriculum are going to work with graphic organizers. The reason being that kids, all kids don't learn by reading or writing. They learn in lots of different ways. So with graphic organizers, they have an option of using alternative ways to both learn the material and share their ideas with others. So we started here with a very simple approach to it. And by the time they get through middle school, it'll be a lot more involved. But hopefully by then, students really have the idea that conveying my knowledge isn't just by me talking to someone. It's lots of other ways. So this is the start. Explain the purpose of a graphic organizer. So discuss what that means to them. They're very familiar with them, but they might not know. So here's some common examples. You might have other ones you use, but these are good ones for them to use. And couple more. Their iPad with the home page and a calendar. These are all graphic organizers because they graphically organize information. Okay, then students, and then have them read in their groups. And here's some examples of, while they're reading, you're going to set up a graphic organizer that you're going to fill out on the screen. So these are examples you might use, or these links have lots more examples. You're just going to get them organized, one for each group that you're talking about. So put them on the screen and get ready when students are done reading. And I'd say 5 or 10 minutes of reading in a group. That would be plenty. And that's all the time then you'll have to get this stuff started up there. And then start filling it in with them. Just ask them the questions, have them go through it, and then write up here. You might have the students write. If this is on your smart screen, just have them use the text tool and write these things in there. And in the end, they have a complete breakdown. They've reviewed the material, they have a breakdown of the information. You might pick different topics. So that's fine too, as long as it's showing them how this graphic organizer helps them organize information. Okay, so that's the essence of that one. So brainstorming is organizing their ideas prior to presenting it. So introduce that idea to them, that what a brainstorm, what a mind map is. It's informal. It's everyone thinking together. Here's some ideas on how you might introduce it. Here are examples of brainstorming tools and mind mapping tools they can use. And here are what they might look like. So just go through this so they can see. I think they're going to have their own examples over here. And I think, oh, I am. Let's see, they have them in their books, so that's good. So they'll have these, and these are from an iPad. This is one that they could fill out in class if you want them to do this. This is right out of Google Draw. So they're just putting a center logo, they're putting the topics, and then they're putting these boxes with arrows to address the different topics you're talking about. So you can use this and have them fill this in, or use another one that they want to use, like one of these from an iPad, or one of these that are web-based. Popular ones too are Kidspiration. If you have Kidspiration, that's a mind map and brainstorm tool. So that's a great one to use. So work through that with them and just let them see how they just throw their ideas out there. They drag and drop these bubbles wherever they go. And when they're done, they have this cool looking mind map. Okay, class exit ticket again, like last week, is to show that they know how to use the vocabulary decoding tool. Okay, let's see if we've got anything else here to get into. If they need to take notes, they can do that there. Extensions. If anyone gets done early, just have them read another story in a group and do the same process that they did here. I think that's about it, guys. All right. Let me know if you have any questions. Post them on our discussion board. And have a great week. I look forward to talking with you. Bye.